Okay, welcome back to Overtime Garage. Today we're working on a 2009 FJ Cruiser. We're about to give this thing a little bit of a makeover. So you can see it's all stock except for wheels. Got some older wheels and some 17-inch all-terrain tires on it. And we're gonna tune this thing up. Tell us what you want to do, Hunter.
Alright, so we're putting 3-inch lift kit on there. Get some bigger tires. I think they're 33s. Some nicer wheels. We're going to do a little bit of a body chop just so the tires don't rub.
Yeah.
It's mainly what we're doing today, I guess.
Yep. So there's the infamous body mount sticking right into the wheel well area, and looks a little bit excessive. We don't need all this excess steel material, so we're going to chop that out and give us some more clearance when that tire's turned. Give a little lift, put some 33s on there and show you before and after. So let's get a side shot. And then at some point you probably put some more cool aftermarket stuff like a rack on top, right?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe something on the front instead of this push bar and rack that's kind of dinged up. Looks like it's been through a war. But yeah, there's a pretty stock FJ, and I don't know as much about these as some, but that could be a 1-inch spacer there, or that could be stock. I don't actually know. That's where we'll stick our 3-inch lift. Yeah, it looks like it could be leveled. So we'll show you how it goes. Project. Check them out. We got 33 1250s with 20-inch rims. 20 by 10 with 8 on 5.5, or sorry, 6 on 5.5 bolt pattern. The offset is minus 18. So see how they look on the FJ. Yeah.
Alright, so as you can see, we ripped all the tires off, lifted it up, and we marked it where we were going to try and cut the body, so see what happens.
Oh yeah. We're going to use our handy 4-inch angle grinder, and if we're getting too tight of a spot over here, especially by the rock slider there, we'll pull out the Sawzall. Alright, so we started out with our angle grinder, trusty old angle grinder, and we got through this vertical side and along the bottom, and then it's just so tight we didn't want to take this rock slider off, and the top's kind of tough to get to. There's not enough reach on this thing, so we pull out the Sawzall, and we're able to come in from this side and cut that vertical side, and then rotated it along here. Get it up in there again. And then we're able to come across the top. body mount is still intact, so that's good. And not a bad cut, if I do say so myself. We'll put a plate across there just to make it pretty and give it a little structural stability. And body mount chop complete. Got us a filler piece, so now you can see what our cutaway looks like. We kind of cleaned it up, cleaned the paint away so we can weld to it. We made a little template just like this. Cut us a piece out of some sheet stock we had laying around. We're about ready to weld this baby, and that'll look beautiful. All right. All right, we've got the driver's side complete. Nice welding, Hunter. Our body mount is still in one piece, surprisingly. And we've got a beauty plate across the front of that. We should have good clearance for our brand new wheels and tires. They're gonna look good, spoiler alert. All right, so it turns out our FJ already has a 3-inch lift. And so the parts that we're talking about are right here. This is the spacer that gives us the lift. It doesn't look like 3 inches, but I think the result of adding this spacer is bumps the FJ up by 3 inches. One of the benefits of certain kits is you can drop the differential, and that gives you a better angle on your CV axles, so you don't ruin your CV joints as quickly as a normal lift or a cheaper lift might do. So right here, I'm pointing at a differential spacer. So that's about an inch or so on here and here. And that gives you the drop for the differential, improving your axle angles. Now we'll go to the back and show you what the rear lift looks like. I think this was intended to be a 3-inch front, 2-inch rear to kind of level the FJ. So this part right here that's kind of dark, hard to see, that is the spacer to bump the rear end up by 2 inches. And here it is on this side. So we're good. We're ready for wheels and tires. Yep.
Alright, so today we used a Hostile H115 Predator with a negative 19 offset. It's a 20 by 10 and it has a
6 on 5.5.
6 on 5.5 for the bolts. So.
And the tire was a 33 1250.
Yes, sir. Rugged terrain, Patriot. So looks pretty good, I think.
So good. We're gonna have to set it down and get it out in the sun. But we got to skip the lift portion. It was already bumped up a little, so let's set it down and see how it looks. There she is sitting on the ground now, and the looks like the right stance with the minor lift that was on there. Looks like the right one for these 33s. And then here it is down the side. They're not poking out too far to where you'd be worried about mud flinging everywhere. It will get the truck dirty probably, but it's pretty good. Let's pull it out of the shop into the sun. Cool, let's go for a ride. Got some bling on it in form of decals. Nice.